What's up, guys? Shane, aka Musty Yeti here. Well, if you guys have been with me for a while, you have seen this AR pistol, but you haven't seen it in quite some time. I was in my man cave, back in my gun safe, and I saw this thing sitting in the corner collecting dust and realized, you know what? I haven't really touched this in a long time. It's getting kind of stale, kind of stagnant. It's time to update it and make it look just a little bit sharper. So I had that in my back of my head forever now, and I was goofing off on Instagram. I came across a company called STNGR. I contacted them, asked them if they'd be willing to send me out a rail to test and review, and of course they agreed. And they sent me out this 10-inch Hawk rail. Now guys, this is a really good looking rail. When I saw this, I just had to get my hands on it. So yeah, I'm really happy they sent it out to me. But it's a really good looking rail. It's got some really nice lines. I don't like to use the word sexy, but it's kind of got that going on here. It's just really good looking rail, and it comes in at $88. I think their full-size 15-inch comes in at around $100. And at that price point in this market, that's a really good price to pay for a 15-inch rail when you can have other 15-inchers coming in at between, I don't know, $150, $200 plus dollars. $100 is really cheap. Not cheap, well priced for you guys. Another nice thing about these rails is this thing weighs less than 2 PMags. So if you guys are curious at home, grab 2 PMags, you know what this thing weighs. It's literally nothing, and the barrel nut is in here. Another thing that is really nice about STNGR is that they offer a lifetime warranty, and if there's ever an issue at all, they'll pay to have it sent back, so no money out of your pocket. So it appears to be that STNGR is making some really good rails, and they've got some really, really good customer service, which is what I care about when dealing with the company. So I'll be doing more about this rail in specific when we do the review. This is just going to be the install today to show you how easy it is going to be to install this thing. We're going to get this done in minutes. This is probably going to be one of the easiest rails I've ever installed. So let's flip this camera around and get this thing installed. Alright guys, before you go ahead and install the STNGR rail, you're going to want to obviously remove your muzzle device, your gas block, the gas tube, and your factory, your aftermarket barrel nut, whatever you got here. So you just have a bare barrel and an upper receiver. If you guys are building an AR-15 from the ground up, all you want to do is make sure that your indexing tab here on the barrel is in the channel, fully seated, so you know that you're good to go there. If you guys are in my boat and you're taking apart your AR-15 to install the STNGR Hawk rail, you're going to want to go ahead and just clean the barrel. It's exposed. You might as well do it. I took care of my threading under the gas block here. I did the threading. You definitely want to make sure you clean the threading of any gunk or goo that you might have on the threads. So my barrel's nice and clean. We're good to go there. Like I said before, guys, installing this STNGR Hawk rail is going to be super easy. Probably one of the easiest rails I've ever installed before. Just like most companies, they go ahead and provide you a torque wrench barrel nut adapter. We also have a Allen key here for the mounting hardware. And in regards to how this thing's going to install, like I said, super easy. So we have our aluminum rail. We have an aluminum barrel nut inside. Down here we have the mounting screws, which are going to tighten the rail down to the barrel nut, obviously. Inside here we have what they call as an anti-slide plate, I believe, in this channel here. So this plate has a tab that is going to mate, interfere, join up with a channel in the barrel nut to stop your rail from sliding forward and back. On top of that, we also have anti-rotational tabs up here that will lock in with your upper receiver and keep it from rotating. So you've got a few things here that are going to help keep this rail in place. So all you're going to do now is take all this mounting hardware off and let's get this thing installed. Okay guys, so we removed all of the mounting hardware, the screws, the slide plate, and we've also gone ahead and removed the barrel nut, whoop, wrong way, sorry, the barrel nut you see here. So it's going to be super simple. There's that channel. Oh god, it's backwards. There's that channel that slide plate's going to lock in with to keep your rail from moving. So all we're going to do is slide this thing on. Like I said, there's no timing at all. You're just going to put this thing on. There's no worry about lining things up or anything. Just tighten this down to the proper torque and slide your rail on, and you're going to be good to go. So this isn't something that a lot of people, or everyone does, I should say, but I like to add some multi-purpose grease to my threading just to make things just a little bit easier on the installation process for my threads. They don't get stressed out or anything. I think everyone likes a little bit extra lube if they have a choice. And threading is no different. Okay, so let me get this off my hands here. So you don't need a whole lot there, just some to help. I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit of that off. I'm going to have a little bit of excess. Okay, so we're going to take our barrel nut, and obviously thread, you're going to put that in. Gonna tighten this thing down by hand as much as we can go. We're gonna grab our torque wrench here. Let me go grab that. Okay, so we have our torque wrench, and I don't know if you guys can see that, but we are set to 30 foot-pounds. So all we're gonna do is place on the adapter under our torque wrench. I say this every time, guys, but when you do this, you wanna make sure that your adapter, your barrel nut wrench here, is lined up with the torque wrench. You don't wanna tighten your barrel nut with something like that. You're not gonna get a proper angle and an improper read on how much torque you're actually putting down. So just get this thing lined up, and that should be good to go. It's gonna be super simple here. Like I said, we're just gonna go to 30 foot-pounds. I'm gonna go around the camera here. All right, here we go, guys, 30 foot-pounds. Okay, that's it. I'm just gonna give it one more little bit of turn here just to make sure we're in. Okay. I actually went just a hair past 30 foot-pounds. That's just something I prefer to do when I'm tightening my barrel nut down. I don't go too far past the recommended 30, literally just like a skosh more. And when you guys are done with your torque wrench, make sure that you place it back down to 0. You don't want to leave it at a measurement for any long periods of time. So that's it. The barrel nut is done. We're simply going to, obviously we're going to do our gas block and gas tube. We're just going to test our fitment here. Okay, it looks like we're installed there. All right, guys, we went ahead and installed the gas block and gas tube. As you can see, we're going to throw the Noveski Flaming Pig back on this beast because these things are really nice for shorter barrels like this. I'm really hoping that with the Hawk cutout here that we're going to see more of that Flaming Pig. Let's just keep our fingers crossed. So the one thing I want to say about installing your muzzle device is don't reuse your, did I already throw it away? Oh, no, I didn't. Don't ever reuse your crush washer that you take off of your barrel. So you're going to go ahead and put your crush washer over your threads. Now, hopefully this shows up on camera. There's a tapered end there. You can see it's curved at that end. You want to put that tapered curve in toward the receiver and the flat end toward your muzzle device. Go ahead and tighten this thing on by hand. Then simply grab your armor's tool, whatever you got, and get this thing tightened down until you're happy. So let me go ahead and get that thing started and we'll get it finished. All right, guys, all that's left is to slide on the 10-inch Stinger Hawk rail and see how she looks. So as you guys can see, really simple there. There is absolutely no gap here between the rail and the upper receiver. I can't see the wall or anything. There is just, that is a great matchup there. That rail might as well be one with the upper receiver. So that's looking nice and sharp. I'm liking the way this rail looks already. All right, guys, so all that's left now is to install the mounting hardware. And don't forget that slide plate with that notch. That's going to, like I said, go into the channel of the barrel nut to keep it from moving. One thing I do, I'm not sure a lot of people do this, but I like to make sure that my rail and upper receiver are directly in line with each other. So I just find any Picatinny attachment I have that will fit these gaps to keep everything tight together and in line. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on. No issues there. I'm going to get this tightened on and we'll finish up here. Okay, guys, this is all tightened down. Let's do a quick wiggle test to make sure we're locked in. Yep, there is movement, but these are both moving, you know, in unison as one, so we know that's nice and tight. So we know we're all lined up and squared away there. All that's left is to, I moved the camera so you can see this a little better, it's just to install those mounting screws hardware. And when you do that, again, don't forget the anti-slide plate. I'm going to go to the other side of the camera for this because the holes are on this side. So we're just going to take our plate, we're going to slide it in there, take our screws, just get this thing going here. I'll come back when this thing's all tightened up, guys. Super simple, just give me a second. All right, guys, here it is. And as you can see, the Stinger Hawk 10-inch rail looks fantastic on this little AR pistol. Like I said before, this thing was just stale and stagnant, and this really does make it look more modern, just more cool. I'm really digging the look. This thing is super lightweight. It feels really good in the hand. And as you guys can see, it was super easy to install. It took me all of 5 minutes to install it. It took me 3 times as long just to get the old rail off. So big kudos to Stinger for making that easy to install. More companies need to start doing that. And a huge thank you to Stinger for sending this rail out to me. I'm really looking forward to shooting this pistol again, shooting this rail, and sharing my thoughts with you guys. But that about wraps up the install, guys. If you found it informative, feel free to hit the like button. If you guys haven't, feel free to subscribe as well. And if you guys are subscribed, make sure you hit the bell next to the subscription button. Turn notifications on so you don't miss any of my videos. But as usual, guys, take care, stay safe, and we'll see you next time.